week at a time, not look forward to anybody, and just make sure we prepare every week as hard as we possibly can to put ourselves in the best position to win.
Is it hard for you to believe that you're about to
It actually is. I didn't think when I started playing wide receiver that there would be any record I would be breaking at all. So it is definitely a great honor.
How privileged do you feel that it's been so successful?
Very privileged. Like I say, my time here, I thank Coach French and Coach Campbell and Coach O'Keefe and all the other coaches who believe, to give me the opportunity to play this position and to step on the field as a Hawkeye.
Penn State's got a 6'5" receiver. Do you give Prater and Heiden advice on how to cover somebody like you?
You know what? They do a pretty good job. Those guys work their butts off in practice every week. So I don't try to put any extra emphasis. I'm sure they face a lot of tall receivers here, and there'll be a few good ones coming up pretty soon.
Do you guys do a lot of one-on-one drills though in practice?
Yeah.
Who gets better at this?
I always say I do, but you got to watch film. So.
Marvin, what makes their defense so successful, Penn State's?
They're always going to be Penn State. They always fight to the ball, and they play good sound defense. They play together, and that's something that helps them. And we just got to hopefully execute better than them on Saturday.
What's it like playing at that level?
It's a great college atmosphere. It's one that you don't get a chance to play in too often. You got 110 screaming fans, and probably have a whiteout as it was a few years ago, and it's just a great environment.
There's some pretty good receivers in the Big Ten this year. Especially having the bye week and maybe getting to watch a few games. Do you try to feed off what some of these other guys are doing?
No, you try not to look at what other people are doing. You just got to make sure you're doing what you can do to put your best chance position to win and your team. Because regardless, you still got to do your job. And regardless of what everybody else is doing or what the other receivers are doing, your job is to help your team the best way possible.
Have you felt over the last couple of years more of a rivalry with Penn State? When I came in 08, they were undefeated top 5. I think you guys went there and you were kind of in a similar position. It just seems like every year the last few years there's just been more and more on the line. It's just been more.
I think that's something each team loves, is that when we do face each other, it's always more and more. I guess you would call it rivalry, but like I say, it's just competition. Whenever you get into Big Ten play, there's always something at stake. So each game is gonna feel like a dogfight, and it just takes whoever at the end to execute the most plays and come out with the win.
One of the guys came out early this morning. When Big Ten play kicks off, sometimes the trash talking starts. He made some crack with Iowa's wrestling school, Penn State's football school. Is that just one of those things that people say it because it's conference play and everyone's kind of trying to puff out their chest a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know why he said that, but it's Big Ten week, so we're here to play football.
What was your vantage point when Adrian blocked that punt and ran it back?
I was on the sideline, and I remember I want to say I actually called it out. I was standing next to Paul Chaney, and I said he almost blocked the last one. I think he's going to block this one, and he ended up blocking it. When I looked at Paul, and Paul looked at me, and it was kind of like he started going crazy. But it was just a great moment in Hawkeye football.